Laurel Birdsong, and I am tickled to be your host for the evening. To borrow a theater term called improv, that's what we're going to be doing right now. We are improving. Do not look at your program. It doesn't matter. So, just listen to me. All right. So, first of all, we are going to brag a little bit about a few things. Then we're going to have dinner. And then we're going to have entertainment. So, it's going to be a wonderful evening for all. But the reason why we are here is to celebrate the outstanding artist in the class of 2022. You are going to be treated to a wide range of performances, and it's going to be absolutely wonderful and fabulous. So, first of all, though, I need to introduce a few people to you. And these folks will be helping us with tonight's event. So, Superintendent Jason Golden, please stand for me. A little trivia for you all. Superintendent Golden played the drums in high school, and he can also recite the lyrics to just about any song, any genre. So, you want to take him to trivia night. Superintendent Golden, I'm going to ask you to make your way to the back, please. School board members in attendance, if you all will stand, and we will recognize you as a group, and then I'm putting you to work. So, we have Nancy Garrett, Casey Hall, Jen Apria, Eric Welch, and Rick Wimberly. Board members, if you will make your way to the back, and I tell you what, if you'll just go ahead and come on on stage, because again, I'm going to put you to work. So this wonderful evening would not be possible if we did not have the wonderful support of our community sponsors. Our presenting sponsors are Chef's Music and Piano Showroom. Sarah Whitten and Karen Miller are representing Chefs. And Quaver Music. And also Chefs graciously donated the use of the beautiful piano that is on stage. So we also have to brag a little bit about this evening because of our fabulous Director of all fine arts, all things arts in Williamson County, Mark Kinzer. Mark had a lot of friends who worked on this to make this evening possible, and you'll see their names on page 3 when you look at committee members' names. And then on pages 9 through 14, our performers tonight have identified their featured teachers. And those are the folks who have supported, nurtured, challenged, taught, etc., these artists over their school years. So, to all of our fine arts teachers who are in the audience tonight, please stand up. We love our fine arts teachers. On page 3 of your program, there's an overview of how the students that we are honoring tonight were selected. It started with 72 students in all of the art subjects, and from that list of nominations, a committee selected 22 semifinalists and then 13 finalists. So it is time to celebrate our 22 finalists. Finalists, if you would please stand up, make your way to the stairs. Come on. Come on up here on the stage, everybody. You can find again a list of all of the student names and the schools they represent on page 7 of your program. So finalists, as you come up, please follow Mr. Kinzer's lead. We got to squish all 22 of you up here, and we can do it. I am confident. So, when I call your name, do you need to scooch on? Come on down, look. Come on down a little bit more. We're going to use up the whole stage. Do you have room down there? I can't see. Yeah, a little bit more? Okay, it's all good. Just let these folks be able to walk through. I'll move this way a little bit. Okay. Okay. All right, we're figuring out the logistics in the back. Okay. So as I call your name, if you will please step forward, and then we will present you with an award, a medal from one of our board members or Superintendent Golden. From Summit High School, representing band, Dorothy Burt. All the way to the end, Mr. Golden. From Summit High School, again representing band, Sarah Kimbrough. All the way to the end, Ms. Apriya. From Franklin High School, representing band, Lillian Shee. From Brentwood High School, representing band, Rena Shea. From Summit High School, representing choir, Logan Benton. Logan Benton, Summit High. Are you here, Logan? Okay. Congrats to Logan anyway. From Brentwood High School, Brandon Berg. I know Brandon's here. There's Brandon. From Centennial High School, representing choir, Verona Collins. From Centennial High School, representing choir, Merritt Hainman. From Franklin High School, representing dance, James Oldham. From Franklin High School, representing dance, Karen Rosen. From Ravenwood High School, representing orchestra, Sariv Chakraborty. Did I do it? I know I didn't do it right, did I? Sariv? Sarav. Sarav, come on up, Sarav. Sarav, and I even called and talked to Mr. Wilson for the pronunciation, but I get nervous on stage, so I apologize. From Franklin High School, Marcus Chang. Representing orchestra, from Nolensville High School, Kerrigan Mandrell. In theater, from Brentwood High School, Brandon Berg. You're getting two, Brandon. From Ravenwood High School, Ella Redland. Oh. From Brentwood High School, representing theater, Ella Saliba. From Independence High School, representing theater, McKenna Staffen. Also known as Morticia. From representing Fairview High School in theater tech, Noelle Riggs. In the visual arts, from Franklin High School, Lily Arnold. From Ravenwood High School, visual arts, Sophie Lee. From Independence High School, visual arts, Sarah Mangrum. Sarah? No? Okay. From Summit High School, and I know Kennedy is here, Kennedy Shope. All the way down there. That's it. These are your 22 top of the crop semifinalists. Congratulations to you all. Just to let you know, we have 13 performers in the back just waiting to put on a show for you. The entertainment is ready to continue. Have to thank Lisa Moody from Brentwood High School who's in running backstage for us, coordinating everything so that our performers are ready to go. So as we begin our performances this evening, I would ask you to please silence your phones and draw your attention to the stage. Our first performer is Rena Zhu from Brentwood High. Rena will be playing the flute. I met her little brother Evan on the phone today, and he's adorable, and Rena is too. Rena's featured teachers are Drew O'Keefe, Katie Nicholson, Jerry Stalmazak, and Holly Jones. So whenever Rena is ready, Rena will begin. My goodness, that was beautiful, Rena. Our next performer is choreographer and dancer Karen Rosen from Franklin High School. As Karen gets ready, we should let you know that Karen's featured teacher is Crystal Schaefer, who you've already met tonight. Are you ready? Okay. Thank you, Karen. I mean, such diverse talent that we have in Williamson County Schools. And here's more. Come on over, Sophie. I think I have what you need, right? Okay, y'all, this is Sophie Lee. Sophie is from Ravenwood High School, and she has a visual art presentation for you. Her featured teacher is Wendy Watts. So take it away, Sophie.
Cool. Thank you. Okay, so my name is Sophie Lee, and this is my senior showcase. So to start off, I want to go over a little bit of information about myself. I'm a senior at Ravenwood High School, and in the next 4 years, I will be attending WashU with an undecided major. And AP Studio Art is actually the first art class I've been able to take throughout middle and high school, so I'm very glad I have room in my schedule this year to take one. If you don't know how AP Studio Art works, you have a sustained investigation, which is a question, idea that you get to kind of explore and show through all your art pieces. So my sustained investigation, or SI, is which culture do I identify with as a first-generation Korean American? So the next 3 pieces I'll be showing you all fit under that theme, and they kind of go over how my 2 identities clash and how they kind of have harmony between them. So the first piece is called Projection of Ideals, and the medium is colored pencil, which is in the figure in the middle, and it's drawn very messily to represent a child coloring a coloring book, and then the rest is in acrylic. So the idea actually came from personal experience. When I was younger, I had a Korean babysitter who got us coloring books all the time, and I asked for a princess coloring book one day. And I started coloring her hair black and her eyes brown to make her look like me. But the babysitter ended up telling me that people with blonde hair and blue eyes were much prettier. So I started drawing the rest of my princesses like that. And this definitely has to do with the conflict part of my 2 identities, because I wanted these princesses to look like me, but I was kind of projecting this idealistic beauty standard on paper instead. The next piece is called Identity Glitch, and the medium is acrylic and printer paper. So the idea also came from the conflict part of my 2 identities. So I wanted to portray it with a glitch effect, which you can see. And after I decided on the glitch effect, I wanted to add more techie aspects like the error messages and the coding background. And the last piece I'll be showing you is my rice portrait. So I really got to test my creativity with this piece, and where I got my idea from was wanting to combine my portrait with something that's a part of my daily life, which is rice. And how I did it was I took rice with some water and acrylic, I mixed it around, and then I had little sections of glue, and then I sprinkled on the rice, and then I had to individually move all the rice grains to wherever I wanted it. So this piece obviously took a very long time, but I'm very proud of the outcome. And this is just the reference photo that I got the photo from. And that's it. Thank you.
Wow, Sophie, thank you. And just beautiful, beautiful work. And a beautiful story. Next up, from Brentwood High School, Brandon Berg is here. And Brandon's featured teachers are Natalie Pratt, Allie Sinyard, and Tony Anderlonis. So Brandon, whenever you are ready.
So thank you. I wait in the loneliness of sunrise, looking out on a silver flake sea, and start to pray as I pray each day that I'll hear some word from you. I lie in the loneliness of evening, looking out on a silver flake sea, and ask the moon, oh, how soon will my love come home to me? I have found her, she's my angel, with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing if lying, and she's taking me back to the skies. I lie in the loneliness of evening, looking out on a silver flake sea, and ask the moon, oh, how soon will my love come home to me? Will my love come home to me?
my heart. Beautiful. Meredith Daniel, are you crying? Brentwood Middle drama teacher, Meredith. Yeah, yes. Okay. And it's my understanding, you told me that Brandon was your Gaston and Shrek? Is that correct? Okay. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, now from Nolensville High School, playing the violin, I believe, Kerrigan Mendrell. Kerrigan, come on out. Kerrigan's featured teachers are Craig Madall and Linda Stevens. I mean, are you guys just not amazed at just the skill and the talent and I'm just wowed by what I'm seeing here. It's fabulous. So with that said, our next performer is Noelle Wiggs from Fairview High School. Do you need this? Okay. And Noelle is doing a technical theater presentation. Her featured teachers are Lauren Moore and Jessica Stewart. So take it away.
There we go. Hi, guys. I'm Noelle Wiggs. I am your technical theater semi-finalist/finalist for this lovely evening. And before I kind of go further, I'd just like to give a little bit of a shout out to the people working backstage and in the booth, because after all, that is my home. So everyone just do a little. There we go. Thank you guys so much. So first of all, a little bit about me. Hi, I'm Noelle. I represent Fairview High School for this year, and as of next year, I will be representing Yale University, so super psyched about that. And keep your eyes out on the 2040 polls, future president of the United States, fingers crossed. That being said, those don't exactly sound like something that you would associate with theater, so how exactly did I get here? It was actually Hamilton. Like every other sixth grader who had an interest in the arts/history, I, of course, was obsessed with Hamilton. That is what initially got me into doing theater in middle school. And when I saw my sophomore year with my AP US history class, that really got me inspired to specifically pursue technical theater, which I'm now here for today. But that being said, that doesn't fully explain my entire journey here. So I'm going to be kind of explaining my portfolio through how I got here before you guys today. Of course, I did start off at Hillsborough Middle School. Granted, that was 4 whole years ago. And since then, a whole lot has changed. So this is kind of my journey through that. I believe kind of the first love of my technical theater life is, of course, lighting. This is a little bit of the snapshot of my portfolio, so to say. You can see everything here from my winning act at the Fairview High School lip sync battle, to me trying to be a cool kid doing a little lighting project for Hamlet, to a snapshot of a lighting project I did almost as an homage to my original Hamilton start for Wait For It, and then of course the lovely Angeline Cologne lit for a duality project. So yeah, that's kind of some of my lighting. Beyond that, I also do have some history in design. For our last year's production of 4 a.m. in the Magic Hour, I was the publicity manager. So I made the poster, the t-shirts, and I was also the student director for that year. So I kind of helped do the blocking and whatnot. And then for the 25th annual Putnam County Celebi, I did a lot of the same publicity stuff, in addition to doing some of the set dressing. So it's set in a school gymnasium. So you know those like anti-bullying, eat healthy posters that are always on every single gym wall? I made all of those, and dare I say, they rocked. And then beyond that, I also just did some things for funsies because I'm a nerd. But beyond that, theater is just so much more than just those things. There's a little bit of a yes and to that. I have been the stage manager for Fairview High School for the past 2 years. So you can see a little annotated script, which I'm sure you guys are all so excited to see. And then just, me labeled as a stage manager because you guys typically don't see us on stage. And then me on the Clue float, representing all the techies out there. This is a little bit of FX makeup, a little bit of effects, both from freshman year, which is, the gashes in the head, everything to just some little like scabs and whatnot that I made at ThisCon this year. So if you guys were at ThisCon, hi. But again, all this doesn't really seem that related. I mean, for crying out loud, I started watching Hamilton. But through that, I realized that there is so much more going into theater. Whether you be backstage, on stage, doing the lighting, sound design, or anything else, it takes an entire family to put that together. And my incredible journey has made me realize that, and it has caused me to learn so much about myself, the process, and just the world as a whole, and I'm incredibly thankful for that process. So thank you guys all so much, and have you guys a lovely night.
Noelle, that was so fun. I know you're a techie, But, oh my goodness, I think she's pretty darn good presenter too, don't you? I mean, I'd go see her show. I'm just saying. Okay. Oh, Morticia is back. I'm sorry, you will always be McKenna. You will always be Morticia to me. She was Morticia in the Addams Family at Independent. I have to put a plug in. The show that I was so fortunate to go see because y'all, it was so fabulous. Anyway, okay, but McKenna Staffen from Independence High School is going to be performing a piece from Waitress. Oh, and I have to say your teachers. Becky Williams, Taylor Sokol, Savannah Aiello, Corinne Dowd, Lisa Benton, back to middle school days, and Angela Waters. So, whenever you're ready.
It's not simple to say that most days I don't recognize me, that these shoes and this apron, that place and its patrons have taken more than I gave them. It's not easy, no, I'm not anything like I used to be, although it's true I was never attention sweet center. I still remember that girl. She's imperfect, but she tries. She is good, but she lies. She is hard on herself. She is broken and won't ask for help. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She is all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be mine. And it's not what I asked for. Sometimes life just slips in through a back door and carves out a person and makes you believe it's all true. And now I've got you, and you're not what I asked for. If I'm honest, I know I would give it all back for a chance to start over and rewrite an ending or two for the girl that I knew who was reckless just enough, who gets hurt but who learns how to toughen up when she's bruised and gets used by a man who can love, and then she'll get stuck and be scared of the life that's inside her, growing stronger each day till it finally reminds her to fight just a little, to bring back the fire in her eyes that's been gone but used to be mine. Oh, it used to be mine. She is messy, but she's kind. She is lonely most of the time. She is all of this mixed up and baked in a beautiful pie. She is gone, but she used to be
Thank you, McKenna. Next up, from Franklin High School, Marcus Chang. Chong? Good. His featured teachers are Ross Bader and Susan Abel. Whenever you're ready. Thank you, Marcus. I want to remind you that in your programs you can read more about our performers. I can't remember what pages, and I've lost it in my script. I think it's 9 to 14, maybe, if I have that sort of correct. But anyway, be sure and take a look, because it's fun to read their stories and all. Our next performer is from Franklin High School, choreographer and dancer Duncan Oldham, featured teacher Crystal Schaefer. Whenever you're ready, Duncan. Thank you, Duncan. Now, also from Franklin High School, this is Lily Arnold. You need this? Okay. Lily is going to do a visual art presentation. Her featured teachers are Michael Boyle and Allie Taylor.
Hello. The theme of my portfolio is just on the Asian American identity, and I'll just be going through the ideas on each piece. The first one is white spaces. For much of my youth, I grew up in areas where the population was predominantly white. For this piece, I wanted to express my feelings of separation and alienation by representing myself as an outlier that doesn't fit the pattern of my other white peers. This one is Elephant in the Room. For this piece, I wanted to portray the tragic use of the Kung flu to refer to COVID-19, resulting in a dramatic increase in racist attacks against Asian Americans. The boy is on exhibit like an exotic animal, dehumanizing him. He is not only an elephant in the sense that he is a giant, but he is also thematically an elephant in that he is no longer human. The elephant in the room is the issue of how the widespread pandemic has given many people a reason to further perpetuate their racism and use Asian Americans as a scapegoat for their own misconduct of handling the virus. This is Red Thread. My mom once told me a Chinese proverb about an invisible red thread, a thread that connects us all to the ones we love. Even though I was born across the world, she said a red thread had connected us. I wanted to physicalize this proverb by having separate hands coming together, connected only by a thread. I chose crochet to symbolize our lives being interwoven, and I repurposed plastic grocery bags not only for reasons of sustainability, but also to represent the idea of finding beauty for something seemingly mundane. Oh, and that's another angle. Okay. And this is my last piece, my identity. The theme of this piece is how I've wrestled with my Asian identity. I depicted this struggle by having the Chinese dragon wrap around my mouth and neck. Growing up, I felt like my identity had constrained and silenced me. It also represents the conflict with my Chinese identity and the literal fact that I feel a disconnect from my culture. Growing up in a white family and not speaking the language, I chose embroidery as the medium because it represents my identity, two sides of the same coin. While in the front I look untroubled, the back side is an incoherent mess, the battle within. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Lily. My goodness, the personal expression that we are seeing from our students through all these different types of art, from dance to playing the violin to song and to the visual art, it is impressive. Now, it is time to hear from Ella Saliba from Brentwood High School. Ella is going to perform a monologue for us. Her featured teachers are Lisa Moody, Meredith Daniel, and Beth Colwick. Do you need a microphone?
I have one right here.
Oh, you do?
I
You
know.
are all set
I'm already
ready
prepared.
to go. All right.
Hi, guys. I'm going to be doing a piece from the play And Things That Go Bump in the Night by Terrence McNally. The way I live, like my philosophy of life, the way I live is the best I can do. I think I'm improving. I think I'm becoming a better human being day by day. At least I'm trying. I think it's sad that we can't enjoy these things the way we were meant to because of the circumstances. I know how fashionable it is to be morose these days, but there are just too many good things in the world to not want to be alive. I mean, even if I've never seen it, how could anyone not want to be alive when there's a city in Italy named Florence? And the things you can do, just take a walk even. Or to be by the sea and feel that air on your face. Or sit in the park with the sun spilling all over you, watching the other people, sit and wonder who they are, what paper they're reading, what they ate for breakfast, where they live, who they love. Anything that makes you want to live so bad, you'd die for it. Florence, someone in the park. That's what I believe. That's the way I live. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ella. Our next performer is from Centennial High School. Merritt Hanneman, come on up. Merritt. Featured teachers are Dr. Jonathan Vest, Bailey Mann, and Bradley Brown. Whenever you're ready.
When I am down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. There is no life without its hunger. Each restless heart beats so imperfectly. But when you come and I am filled with wonder, sometimes I think I glimpse eternity. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can be.
Thank you, Merritt. What a perfect evening this is. I'm having a pretty darn good time. Our final presenter of the evening is Lillian Shee from Franklin High School, and she will be on the piano. Her teachers are Eleanor Miner, Angela Beal, and Brianna Vogt. Thank you, Lillian. My goodness, the talent we have witnessed tonight, it just blows me away. It's rare that I'm speechless, but I really can't come up with the correct adjectives. All I can think of is just wow, wow, wow. How impressive. And if I could have all of our artists, please stand again and let us show you how proud we are of you. Wow. Mark Kinzer, where in the world are you? Can you just kind of make your way to the front while I talk just a minute? Lots of people to thank. Backbeat, y'all were great, and it was so fun. I loved your music, your talent, and a lot of the kids were saying, I didn't know Brentwood had that program, Well, and, maybe you didn't know that Franklin had the dance program, and we just have so many different schools with so many different offerings. It's so exciting. And culinary, thank you, Summit High Culinary, for a wonderful meal. I want to thank our school board and Superintendent Golden for supporting the arts. We are so fortunate in Williamson County that for so many years we have lifted up the arts. So many districts don't have it, y'all, and we do. So thank you, board. Thank you, Superintendent Golden, for your support of the arts. And teachers. What would we do without you guys? Stand up again. Come on, teachers, stand up. Come on. You guys make it happen. You guys make it happen for our students. They wouldn't have these opportunities without you, and we thank you, we appreciate you, and we love you very much for all that you do. Mr. Mark Kinzer, I just had to have you up here on this stage. I had to say thank you. What a treat it has been to have Mark Kinzer overseeing fine arts in Williamson County Schools this year. He's kind of down the hall and that way from my office, and he's always running down there saying, we got this going on, we got to talk about this, we got to celebrate this, we got to showcase this, and for the communications department, we're like, yeah, we love it. So, we love you, Mr. Kinzer. Keep up the good work. If you are so inclined, because we can't, fine arts, we pay for ourselves with our receipts, right? And it costs a lot to put on a show or buy an instrument and do this, that, and the other. So we want you to take your programs with you. If you look on page 13, there's a QR code. Tell your friends to go ahead and donate to the arts in Williamson County. Yes, it's a shameless plug. We know that you parents, you families who also wrap your arms around your children and the arts and the teachers here in Williamson County, and we know we could not make it without you, whether you're sewing costumes, transporting someone to something, or, getting an instrument in somebody's hands. We couldn't do it without our families. But there's a QR code there, and so if you have friends who want to support the arts, page what, 13? 6. Page 6. Anyway, if you'll find it on page 6, QR code, maybe your friends want to support the arts, and guess what? We make it easy for you to do so. So, feel free. Thank you guys for attending the second annual Fine Arts Showcase. I cannot wait to see where the class of 2022 takes us. We're looking for you on the stages across the world in the future, folks. And safe travels on your way home. Thanks, everybody.